Welcome to Week 10 of Hoops Friday Night. I'm Adam Solomon. He's Tony Quach. Dwayne Scott will be with us momentarily, and we start with a marquee matchup in the Western Buckeye League.
Two of the top teams met up at Wapakoneta. The Redskins hosted the Shawnee Indians in our Spotlight game of the week.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
All right, here we go. Shawnee comes in at 5-0 in league play, tied with Van Wert on top of the WBL. Wapak is one game back at 4-1. We start with the Redskins quarterback Caleb Moyer. Great pass to a cutting Caleb Adams. No surprise there, he scores, and Wapak is on the board. But Shawnee's Beckett Berkey would pick it up. Driving here, pulls up, knocks down the mid-range jumper. That's good. Next Shawnee bucket, it's Beckett again, this time a three. We'll have more on him later. Shortly after that, he's joined by his brother, Trevick Berkey. 3 of his 15 points on the night. Wapak has to take a timeout, and Shawnee has a 14-4 lead in the first quarter. But Wapak responds with time running out in the first. Ryan Richardson takes the handoff, pulls, and buries the long ball. They're down 5 after 1. Second quarter, more from the Redskins. Elliott Block from straightaway. The sophomore, nothing but nylon. But here comes Shawnee again. Beckett Berkey finding a cutting Cam Barker. He's providing this time. He scores over his defender, does Barker. Wapak, though, trying to keep pace. Elliott Block again, nice drive to the hoop. He led Wapak with 12 points, but Shawnee would lead by 9 at the half and pull away after the break. Beckett led with 24 points, 12 rebounds. Shawnee stays atop the WBL standings, 63-40 is your final.
10-5, Bath welcomes in 10-3 Ottawa Glandorf. The Titans have won 3 games in a row, while the Wildcats are on a 4-game winning streak. OG starts us off. Brayton Heitmeyer drains a triple try to put OG on the board. Next time down the floor, Brody Fortman gets the pass and the easy 2 to fall. The Titans are still in control, but the Wildcats will answer right back. Logan Markley spins to the 10 and lays it in. He finished with 12 points. And the Cats decide to go long distance. Markley to Drew Peaster in the corner. He tickles the twine, and this game is all tied up. All right, later on, Jordan Shoemaker drives. He uses the screen for 2. OG is back on top. But in the end, Bath is always one step ahead. Daniel Cole recovers the loose ball. He kicks it out to Dagan Hawkins. His triple try is true. Bath wins 45-33. Head coach Dre White picks up his 100th career win.
Hey, there we go. Western Buckeye League scoreboard. Salina's a winner over Elida, 45-41. Defiance tops Canton, 75-43. Van Wert stays tied at 6-0 with Shawnee atop the WBL, an 88-50 final over St. Mary's. And Bousher, no contest for Lima Seniors. Spartans win it 76-29. They were up in Toledo. All right, 15-0 Delphus St. John's. The Blue Jays with another potential threat tonight. Versailles comes in at 11-3 overall, ranked 9th in Division 5. Let's get things started in the second half. The first points coming from Jackson Weikert, getting the pass on the perimeter, strong take and finish off the glass there. St. John's keeping the pressure on, though. Tice McLean making a move, finishing up and over for the Blue Jays bucket. Now Versailles needs some momentum. Drake Arns finding Camden Arns down low to add 2. Tigers are down double digits, though, still fighting, adding another score for Versailles. Drake Arns sees the lane, takes it home, but they trail 48-25. In the end, the Blue Jays fly away with this one, though. Cam Elwer surpasses Jamar Butler as Allen County's all-time leading scorer. He had 19. St. John's, another impressive win, 71-43.
Marion Local defeated St. Henry 60-33. Meanwhile, Minster took care of business against New Bremen 40-26. Cole Albers led the way with 15 points. At the Palace, Coldwater defeated Parkway 61-48. Lennon Kanapke led everyone with 21 points. For Recovery is an overtime winner against New Knoxville. 56-55 is the final. Hudson Overman up for Recovery had a game-high 16 points, while Parker Jones led the Rangers with 15.
All right, a quick break here. When we come back, we'll go to the Northwest Conference. Some of the top teams in the Putnam County League as well. That's straight ahead on Hoops Friday night.
You're watching Hoops Friday night!
Welcome back to Hoops Friday night. Not just St. John's at home tonight. Delphus Jefferson starts off our Northwest Conference coverage from the stage.
The Jeff Cats are looking for an upset win against Lima Central Catholic.
Now, LCC has lost back-to-back games against Wapak and Allen East, so we go over to Jefferson Middle School. Of course, the stage. A familiar name, though, heating up early. Jordan Pretty for LCC, knocking down a triple coming up. There he is as we build the drama. He gives the Thunderbirds an early 5-0 lead. Later, it's Pretty again. Contested shot. It's blocked, but he gets his own rebound. Quick pull-up jumper. Thunderbirds on a 9-0 run all of a sudden. Timeout Jefferson. Pretty had 33 points tonight. Now after the timeout, Jeff Cats snapped the 9-point run with a nice feed down low to Kellen Carter. Then the momentum turns a little bit into the Jeff Cats' favor. They claw on their way back here. Kellen Carter getting the handoff in the paint, give him the hoop and the harm. It's a 4-point game early, but LCC takes it back real quick. Brady Parker, QB1, finding Xavier Purnell for the corner three. Curtains closed tonight in Delphus with the Thunderbirds on top, 65-39. Elsewhere, Allen East, a huge win here. They hand Lincolnview their first conference loss, 59-55. Spencerville takes care of Bluffton, 65-31. Will Sensaball's at 1,000-point scorer. He had 21. Bodkin's a winner over Anna, 44-26. Fort Laramie over Fairlawn, 65-43. Jackson Center beat Houston, 55-32. And NWOAL Patrick Henry, too much for Liberty Center, 63-56.
Meanwhile, a Putnam County League showdown took place tonight. Division 7's 8th-ranked team, Miller City, on the road, taking on Fort Jennings. The Wildcats have won 7 of the last 10 meetings. Here we go to the Forts. 13-3 Miller City, 6-9 Fort Jennings. The Musketeers have won their last 2 meetings by a combined total of just 4 points. Fort Jennings getting off to a fast start here, courtesy of the drive and finish by senior Calvin Mickey for his first 2 points of the night. Wildcats charging back down the floor now. Henry Rump picks out West Toby for the deuce. Both teams trading baskets early on. Staying on this end of the floor, Grady Troyer goes up strong for the basket, plus the foul. The senior won't be able to cap off 3-point play. Miller City down 1. Now later in the quarter, Musketeers now trailing by 7. It's Landon Stick Schulte spotting up and connecting from behind the arc. Nothing but net from the sophomore. Home team not going away, but the Wildcats have something to say about that. The rapid ball movement leads to the easy inside finish by Rump. That bucket there is then followed up by Alex Ruck, making the defense pay. Another 3-point play for the Wildcats as Miller City pulls away in this one. Their final score 64-37, improving to 14-3 on the season. Next up, the team that's 1 game back from Miller City in the PCL standings, the Kalida Wildcats on the road against Ottoville. Picking things up in the second quarter, Calidas Parker Vorse pivots and rises on the mid-range J. Wildcats up double digits. But the Big Green looking to cut into that deficit with Grady Leach dropping that one in. Now moving ahead, Ottoville's Ashton Miller working his way around the defense. He finds Evan Altenberger in the corner. That's money from the junior. 11 points from him tonight. Ensuing moments, Calidas Cody Recker gets the steal in the backcourt and lays it up and in. And looking for more, the junior gives it up. Then he'll later get it right back. He sets, he fires, cash from downtown. Record had 10 points with Owen Grimm pitching in a game-high 26 points for the Wildcats. Clyde wins back-to-back games for the first time this season. Final score 60-44.
All right, Perry defended home court against North Baltimore, 51-42. Meanwhile, over at Temple Christian, Pioneers took care of business against Elgin, 70-25. USV defeated Ridgemont, 58-46. Waynesville Goshen wins big over Corey Roston, 84-50. Central Buckeye Conference, Indian Lake defeated Grand Loco, 66-34. Three Rivers Conference, Lehman Catholic beats Riverside, 75-51.
Coming up, Blanchard Valley Conference. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The Van Buren Black Knights are the only undefeated team in the BVC. Tonight, they take on Pandora Gilboa. Van Buren is 13-1. They're also on a 13-game winning streak. Tonight, they meet 7-7 Pandora Gilboa. The Rockets look to snap a 3-game slide. All right, in the second half, Van Buren is up by 6. Cole Bishop sends it over to Anakin Ortega. The senior buries triple. Black Knights lead by 9. Well, the Rockets answer right back. It's Grady Kemp from the top of the key. The junior hits nothing but net. Van Buren needs a quick timeout. Then out of the break, Ortega to Will Ramp. He goes off the window for 2. The road team is up 26-18. And the Black Knights continue to add on. Alex Holman drives and bounces one over to Brady Lance. And the senior kisses it off the glass. He ended the night with 10 points. Later in the game, Ramp gets the pass, and he'll get a contested shot to fall. Van Buren now leads 33-20. But the Rockets look to close the gap. Camden Farrell pulls up and buries a triple try. The senior finished with a game-high 19 points. But the Black Knights were unfazed. They're moving the ball around. It ends up in the hands of Ramp once more. He had a team-high 15 points. Van Buren wins 44-36. Within Putnam County, it's Van Loo taking on Lipsick. Both teams are still looking for their first win in conference play. The Vikings have won 15 straight games against the Cats since 2011. In the second quarter, it's Owen Rossman grabbing his own miss. The senior puts it back up and in. He had a team-high 17 points. Moments later, it's Calvin Miller with the ball. The junior hits a short jumper. The home team is now up 30-17. In the closing moments of the half, it's Miller with the rebound and the putback. 20 by the junior in the first half alone. He finished with a game-high 26 points. Lipsick led 32-17 at the half. In the third quarter, Wildcats attempt to claw their way back. Brady Hamilton cuts to the basket, and he goes off the screen. The deficit is just too much for Van Loo tonight. Here's Daniel Garcia poking the ball away. Sophomore cashes it on the other end, and in the end, Lipsick wins this one, 67-41.
Arlington over Ada 40-27. Arcadia over Riverdale 51-48. Liberty Benton beat Macomb 74-45. Wayne Trace over Antwerp. And Paulding handles Hicksville, while Ayersville is a winner over Tenora 49-40. That will do it for Hoops Friday night. We'll see you next week.